Hey y'all, Lily here. I'm here at the Fixer Upper that we have decided to name Harold. I was thinking Harriet, but I don't know, it's not a feminine house, it's a masculine house, so I changed it to Harold. And you may have seen from the title that Harold got a new hat this week. This past week we had the roof done. I didn't get a whole lot of video because I wasn't here every day. We had a lot going on ourselves last week, so I didn't get them tearing it off, but I did get some video while they were working on it. So I'll put that here and let you see it. Now you will notice some pretty big holes in the roof. We chose to have the chimneys taken down to below the roof line just to help with leaking. They weren't working chimneys anyway. The result, honestly, is that it makes the pitch of the roof seem sharper, it seems pointier, but we're happy that we did it. Hey Daryl. Just filming the new roof. You can see we've got this column's almost done, that column almost done, and you can't tell because this side is not done. But that column's, the other three sides are done. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. But the roof looks good. Just got to get this gutter fixed. So other than the roof, pretty much the only thing that happened, oh no, we did put the beam back in that we had taken out. We did that before we put the roof on. So I'll show you some clips of us doing that.
Around a little bit.
So explain what this is.
This is a beam, a porch beam. The one that was up on the porch was rotten very, very bad. I had to fabricate it, and now we're going to install it. I hope, if everything goes well.
That's the plan. Cut.
If anything, it's like an 1/8 of an inch too tall, so we may just have to use a little bit more. Oh. 16.25 tall. And now, between the column and there, we're
In addition to the beam going back in and the roof being done, pretty much just working on scraping paint off the columns. This has been my life for the past 3 days. Recording this paint does not want to come off. This is after wrapping it in plastic and thinner. Does not want to come off. So we got this side. So after 3 days of work, started out with this. Looks super flaky, super easy. And yes, those super flaky pieces are super easy to get off. But once you get the flaky pieces off, underneath is not so easy. This white stuff, and then under that's like a green, not so easy. So after 3 days of stripping, scraping, I'm to here. I don't have to get every stitch of paint off. I do need to get more than that off. It's difficult. I just have to get it smooth so that the next coat of paint will be nice and smooth, because whoever did this before did not scrape. They just painted right over the old chipped up stuff. They didn't scrape it. So we got to scrape. You can't really tell on camera. I think that's our original color. Ooh, I just touched that. It's got stripper on it. Eek. But it's like a green color. So I think we're gonna go back with a green color. I don't know if it was Daryl or somebody suggested a heat gun, and that has helped tremendously since I don't want to sand it because of the old paint. So it hasn't made it easy. It's still difficult because there's so many layers of paint on there, but it has helped some. It's not quite as hard. Okay, so I've been working for days on scraping this paint. 2 coats of stripper, just countless and countless hours. And some of it comes off pretty easy, and some of it not so much. Like the older layers are not coming off super easy. So we are going to try now using a heat gun, which I just tried a minute ago and seemed to work really well. Let's see how much I can get off. Not much so far. It's actually coming off pretty good. That stuff was baked on. When I say I've been trying and scraping for days, I've been trying and scraping for days. So just to get chunks like that to come off, it's pretty awesome.
That's because you're pretty awesome.
Huh?
That's because you're pretty awesome.
What is Maria's?
You are awesome.
It's still going to take me a long time, but the heat gun is working. Now that may have seemed slow and like it took me a long time, and it did, but compared to just scraping without the heat gun, this is what I get. And I can get that first layer to come off pretty easy. The stuff underneath does not want to come off. So the heat gun does help tremendously in getting that old paint to come off. All right, there you go. So we've gotten roughly 3 of the 7, I would say 90% done. And then once we get the columns finished, we have a bunch of windows that we are going to have to do. I'm hoping that the windows won't be quite as hard, but I may go ahead and paint the columns just because I don't want them to just sit. I want them to be protected. I know they're not going to rot in a few days, but honestly too, just to feel like I've accomplished something, may go ahead and paint the columns once I get them all scraped. We're debating on colors. I'm kind of thinking green, because from what I can tell, the original color was like a kind of a gray green color, and when I look back at historical colors for the 30s, that is one of the colors that I found. So that's probably the route we're going to go. But I'll insert what few clips that I have from last week. Like I said, we didn't do just a ton here. We had other stuff going on last week. As of for today, I'm about to get back to scraping paint. because that seems to be my life. I was hoping a week, probably more like a month of scrape and paint. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will get to the inside eventually, but our goal is to stay outside until, or while the weather is good, stay outside. So thanks for watching.